What's going on, nail bomb buddies? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're right here with me, and I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. We're getting straight into the video today. I'm just etching my tips. I'm going to be doing full cover gel X, and I'm using my slim sanding band just to scuff up the inside, and I'll just do around the top of the cuticle area a little bit as well. And I'm just putting them on this cute little frog dish. This is obviously sped up. And once I've etched all the nails, I'm obviously going to dust them off, because what do we hate here? Dust. Mortal enemy. So I'm just dusting them off with my dusting brush, and I will give them a wipe with isopropyl alcohol. I got a bit of dust on my pumpkin there. I did film this before Halloween and thought I'd upload it before then, but it didn't quite happen. I'm just showing you here that this is where you should etch your nails, but because I'm using a pop-off base coat, I'm not going to do that. I'm just wiping them now with isopropyl alcohol. But if you did want to keep these on long term, you'd want to give your nails a light buffing just to take away the shine. I'm just using some alcohol and a lint-free wipe here, which you would do after you've buffed them. And I always push my cuticles back with that as well. I've already done all of my prep. I'd popped off my last set and I'd done a load of prep for that. So I didn't want to do it again. Didn't need to. So I'm just going in with my peel-off base coat. I'll do one layer, stick it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'll do another layer. And once I've cured both of those layers, I'm going to get my tips, and I'm going to use, it's not a solid gel, it's a gel that's supposed to be for adherent tips, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not very good, so you don't need to know what it's called. I don't actually remember. It is just from like Temu or something like that. So I'm just getting a little bit of this gel into the cuticle area of the tip, and then I'm rocking my nail down at a 45-degree angle and holding it for a few seconds, probably 10 to 20 seconds under my little flashy lamp. And then once I've adhered all of the tips, I will put them in the lamp for a full 60-second cure. And just like magic, we've got 5 tips adhered and fully cured in the lamp. I'm just giving them a wipe with some alcohol to make sure there's no tacky layer, because I'm going to file and we don't want to gunk up the file or the file with that. I'm now going in with my e-file, and I'm just going around the cuticle area, making sure there's no overflow of gel. And whilst I'm doing this, I'll blend the tip into my natural nail. Try my best not to actually touch my nail bed or my natural nail, because I don't want to take any of that out. And I'll repeat the same thing on every finger, and then I'll go in with my hand buffer, and I'm just going to buff the surface of the nail just so that our gel polish has something to adhere to. This of course is all sped up a little bit. It would be nice if we could go this fast, but if I left it in real time we'd be here for ages. I feel like 20 minutes or 25 minutes is enough of your time that I've taken. Once I've finished that, I'm using my little dusting brush again just to get rid of all the dust, because you don't want to get any dust in your gel polish. And now I'm going over with a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, making sure there really is no dust and giving them a little clean. So we're ready to go in now. I'm going to use my Lavender Violets 5-in-1 base coat and do a nice layer of that on every nail. Once I've painted that on every nail, I'm going to stick those in the lamp for a full 60-second cure. And now I'm going to use Sepia, which is from the gel bottle. I love this colour. I use it quite often. Like I said, it's very similar to the gel bottle's Teddy Biab, but it's a polish and not a biab, so it doesn't build up to the thickness of the nail. I'm just doing that on my thumb and ring finger, and now I'm going in on my index finger with Jungle, which is also from the gel bottle. I love this green. I'm going to be doing a little ombre here, so I've got my ombre brush. As you can see, I did a full finger of the Jungle on my index finger, and then on my middle finger and my little finger, or pinky nail, whatever you want to call it, I'm doing the ombre. And once I've cured all of that for 60 seconds, I'm going in with N41 from the gel bottle, which is this lovely kind of dark green glittery colour. I love this colour. I'm just going over the top of the Jungle. It's not transparent, but it is a little bit, and I didn't want it to be, so I put that green down first, and then I'm using my ombre brush again just to ombre it down a little bit. Now we're going in with Slay, or hashtag Slay, which is also from the gel bottle, and I'm going to ombre this down my index finger. And once I'm happy with that ombre, we're not going to cure it in the lamp because I'm going to use it to adhere this Emerald Glow from Glitter Planet. This is a lovely glitter. And I'm just using my brush. It's still got a little, it's a bit sticky because I used it to ombre just now. And I'm using that stickiness on the brush to pick up more glitter and pat it onto the nail. And I'll ombre that down as well. I'll then repeat the same thing on the little finger, and once I'm happy with how it's looking, I'll stick it in the lamp to cure. And now I'm going to go in with my 3D gel, from FZanest. I never know how to pronounce it. And I'm doing a little wiggly line. You'll see there I've done it on my thumb as well, but you'll see what happens to the thumb later on in the video. I won't spoil the surprise for you. So I've done a little squiggly snake sausagey type thing, and I'm just using my silicone tool to move it around a little bit on the nail. And once again, when I'm happy with that, I'll stick it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And once I've cured that, any second now, I'm always faffing. Yeah, once I'm happy with that, I've put that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and now we're going to go over it with this shiny top coat, which is also from the gel bottle. And I'm just covering the bottom half of the nail below the wiggly line, and I'm covering the wiggly line with it as well, so that it's ready for some chrome. And once I've put that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, I'm going to do a matte top coat on the top half of the nail. And this is just so our chrome doesn't stick to it, because I don't want chrome on this area. And by putting the matte top coat, it just makes it harder for the chrome to cling to it. So now I've got my chrome. I love this green chrome, and I'm going to chrome out the bottom half and the wiggly line. And once I'm happy with the placement of the chrome, I'm just going over the areas that I want it to stay with the glossy top coat, so just the bottom half and the wiggly line, and then I'll cure that for 60 seconds and wipe off any excess on the top half. And now I'm going to encapsulate my glitter, and I'm using my extra thick top coat and a gel brush, and I'm just floating that over the top of that. I'll repeat this process on the middle finger and on the pinky as well, and then cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. And once that's cured, there's no need to wipe it because it is no tack, and I'm just going in with my hand file and I'm refining my shape and making sure there's no glitter sticking out on the sides. And once I've finished shaping, I'm going to go over the top with my hand buffer just to smooth it out. That's why I put this over the top, so that I can file it. If I hadn't done that and then just gone in with a file, we would have dulled the glitter. And once I'm happy, I'm going to give it a wipe down with isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And now I'm going in with my matte top coat, which is also from the gel bottle. All the products I've used today, apart from the chrome and the 3D gel, are from the gel bottle. And now I'm going in with my 3D gel again, and I'm just going to roll it out into a little sausage. And now I'm going to place that on my index finger. We're making a little snake, and you can see it's getting stuck to my gloves, and I get frustrated and I take my gloves off because it's so annoying. And you see here I'm using my cuticle pusher to get it onto the palette, and then I'm rolling out another little snake, not a sausage, and placing that on the nail. And you'll see I'm just manoeuvring the end bit into a snake head. And I'm going to use my silicone tool just to tidy up a little bit, and then when I'm happy with that, I'll put it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. Once I've given that a full 60-second cure, I'm going in with my chrome powder again, and we're just going over the snake. And I'll give that a little dust off with the dusting brush. And now we're going in with Foil X Gel, which is also from the gel bottle, and I'm just using a liner brush so I can place it on the snake and only the snake. You'll see that there is chrome powder on my nail. We're just going to ignore that, and once I've finished doing the snake, I can wipe that off. And once I've applied that gel, you do cure it for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with my foil and I'm just rubbing that onto the snake. And once I'm happy with the way that's looking, I'm going to go over just the snake with my fine detail brush and some top coat, and then I'll cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I was using the matte top coat, and now we can give it a good rub down and get rid of that chrome. And I'm just going in with a micro cotton swab and some alcohol and getting right up to the snake and cleaning off any of that excess chrome powder. Now I'm going back to my ring finger and I'm going to use some blooming gel, and we're just doing the bottom half over the top of the chrome. And when you use blooming gel, you don't want to cure it. So once I've done that, it's still wet, and now I'm going over the top with jungle and a detail brush, and I'm creating a kind of croc print or snake print-esque type thing. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And once I've cured that for 60 seconds, I'm going in with the green glitter that we used before, just to add a little bit more texture. Once I'm happy with that, I stick it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to go over it with a matte top coat. I'm going to do this over the entirety of the nail. And I'm going to repeat this process on the pinky as well. And once I'm happy, I'll stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and now you can see the casualties. After taking the dogs for a walk, I've lost my middle finger and my thumbnail is completely broken, so we're going to just write that off because I can't be asked to do it again. But the middle finger I just stuck back on again with some peel off base coat. Now I'm going in with some more of the XJ 3D gel, and we're going to create an eyeball on the index finger. So I just rolled it out on the palette into a little ball, and I've plopped it on the finger, and now I'm using a gel brush and some alcohol to mould it into shape. Now once I'm happy with that, I stick it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with a clear XJ 3D gel. I'm going to create an eyelid. I'm just using my silicone tool to mould it into shape. And once I'm happy, I'll stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And once that's out of the lamp, I'm going in with my chrome powder again, and I'm just going over the eyelid. I'm not worried about getting it on the eyeball because it's a different level, it's easier to clean with something. I've dusted it off, and now I'm going in with my extra thick top coat and a liner brush, and I'm just going over the eyelid so that we can lock in that chrome powder. And once it's cured, I'm just going over the eyeball again with a lint-free white and some alcohol, cleaning up all the chrome, getting it off anywhere we didn't want it. And I'm just going in with a micro swab and some alcohol to get in the nooks and crannies and get rid of that excess chrome. Now I'm going in with G001, it's like a jelly yellow, and that's also from the gel bottle. I'm going to use that to do my eyeball. Once I'm happy with that, I'll whack that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to add a little bit of cat eye gel, which for some reason I haven't filmed. I'm just cleaning up where I've got it on the eyelid because I just want it on the eyeball. And then I've got my magnet, so we can create the magnetic magic. And I cured that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with some black and a liner brush just to create the eye. I don't know what pupil, is it a pupil when it's like a reptilian eye? I'm not sure, that kind of line that they have in the middle, but I've done that anyway. I've cured that, and now I'm going to go over it all with some more of that extra thick top coat to give it a glassy eyeball-y kind of effect. See here, I'm flipping my finger upside down, and that's just to create a dome shape, letting gravity help us out. And once I'm happy, I've stuck it in the lamp, and now I'm going in and I'm just doing a bit more because I wanted it to bulge a little bit more. Now, if you've watched a few of my other videos where I've done some kind of chrome embossing and whatnot, you'll see I quite often do this where I get my extra thick top coat and I put in a bit of black and I mix it together, and then I can create these thick lines that are black, but once I've cured them they don't have a tacky layer, and I can go over the top of them with chrome. So I'm just creating these kind of veiny sort of lines, I guess you'd call them. I don't really know what to call them, but yeah, we'll go with that, veiny lines. And I've stuck that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And I'm going to repeat that process on my index finger as well, just creating those veiny lines again. And I've decided to build it up a little bit more because I want it to be quite thick. And once that's all cured, I'm now going in again with my chrome powder, and we're going to make those all that lovely chrome green. And once I've applied the chrome powder to all of those veiny line thingies, I'm going to go in with my extra thick top gel and just go over them again, adding a bit more thickness to them, just making them a bit more 3D, bit of texture. You know, I love a bit of texture. So I'll do that over all of those lines, and then I'll cure that. I'll probably tip my hand upside down just to let gravity help, and then I'll stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And once that's all cured, I'm going with a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, getting rid of all of the excess chrome in the places we didn't want it. And I did a matte top coat over all of that, and then I decided I want to add some kind of wet glassy looking bits in between those veiny lines so we can see the glitter and it kind of looks like it's wet. So I'm getting nice big blobs and I'm just filling in the gaps there. You see me tipping it upside down again to get gravity to help us out, and then whack it in the lamp for 60 seconds for a full cure. I've popped some cuticle oil on. What do you guys think? Do you love them? I love them. They're very cool. I think they're cool. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!